Hey guys, it's your girl Naturally Nata here. Let's hop into this video on how I made this curly frontal wig and installed it into my head. I'm starting off with this absolutely stunning, beautiful hair from my favorite online beauty supply, which is SAMSBEAUTY.com. They have these bundles that you can get that come in a box that come with a frontal, as you can see right here, and then 3 bundles of hair. I have the inches 18, 20, and 22 in the style Deep Wave. This is 100% virgin human hair that you can dye, bleach, and perm. It is organic. It has a live cuticle. It's tangle free, chemical free, and has long lasting wear. So this is the frontal. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I cannot get over the curl of this hair, guys. Just wait till you see when the wig is completely done. So what we're doing is starting off with the frontal. We're going to sew that onto the wig cap first. I'm just using a normal dome cap that you can get from any beauty supply. I'm going to be taking some weaving thread and also some T-pins, and you're also going to need some C-shaped weaving needles or sewing needles. You can get all this stuff from your beauty supply. I really suggest getting the large C needles like I have. The shorter ones are harder to work with. So to start off, I'm just going to take the T-pins and stretch that frontal across the front on either side by where the ears would be, and then I'm going to also take a T-pin and pin it in the center. You want to make sure that that frontal is very flat against the wig cap, and it is not right now, but before you sew it, please make sure that it is, because that will make sure there's no bumps in your frontal. So as you can see, I sewed the back of the frontal down onto the dome cap, and I have also started in the very back with the bundles. I sewed down the longest bundle first, which is the 22 inch. So now we're going to move into the 20 inch. You always want to start with the longest bundle and then work your way up to the top to the shortest. So this is how the hair looks like. Absolutely stunning. As you can see, look at that curl. It looks so beautiful. I love the curl of this hair. Just wait till it's finished. I mean, I keep saying it, but just wait. So as you can see, I have like 4 or 5 of my needles threaded, pre-threaded, which I do like to do because it saves time. You don't have to just keep threading a needle each time you get done with the one before. So to start off the weft, all I do is T-pin it on the other side, and on the side that I'm starting to sew, I go through the weft and through the cap a couple of times just to make sure that is flat against the wig cap. And then I'm going to start to sew normally, and by normally I'm just going to take the needle and go up under the weft and then pull the needle through the thread over and over again all the way until I get to the other side. As you can see, I'm working my way back across to the side that I showed you before, after folding over the weft of hair. So I'm going to show you how I go through the wig cap and then through the frontal, actually, to make sure that it's all secured and looks uniform, which I do a couple of times. And then I'm going to fold the weft back over and T-pin it on the other side, and then start to sew again. And basically you're just going back and forth, back and forth. And once you get to the sides of the hair, you definitely want to go through the weft and through the mesh cap a couple of times before you start to sew normally by going up under the weft. So now, as you can see, I'm almost done. I just have a little space left, so I'm going to start to go back and forth with the weft. Instead of going like in a U shape, I'm going straight across, back and forth until I close the wig up. So I'm just sewing normally, as you can see, going straight across. And once I get over to the other side, I'm going to go through the weft and through the end of the frontal and then fold it back over, T-pin the other side, and then sew back the other way until I close the wig up. Now that the wig is completely closed, I'm going to take my scissors and cut off the extra wig cap that is underneath the frontal. Then I'm going to take some tweezers. You want to use good tweezers to do this. I have washed the hair. I washed the wig once I got done. And so it's still very wet, but I'm going to take a spray bottle to re-spray the hair and my tweezers. And I'm going to start to pluck out some hair from the front of the frontal just to thin it out a bit. And as you can see, a lot of hair does actually come out when you do this. So I'm doing it in 3 sections. I'm going to do each side and then I'm going to do the center. And I'm going to start in the very front on one side and just work my way down and work my way back up. And then I'm going to part it and go a little bit further back and then tweeze out some more hair. Then I'm going to part even further back again and I'm going to tweeze out some more. Doing this is just going to thin the frontal out so it'll look a bit more natural. This frontal has so much hair on it that, and this is I'm not a professional at doing this, so I actually think I could have tweezed a lot more because it still didn't thin it out enough. But it did thin it out some. It would have been really big had I not done anything. So then I'm just going to cut a few baby hairs in the front of the frontal just so it looks more natural also. Some shorter hairs in the front just makes it look a bit more natural, and if I want to style the baby hairs when I wear this wig, then I can. So I'm just using some scissors and also an edge control brush comb kind of duo thing. It's by Kiss. And then I'm going to take my Nata Body Wrap Me foaming mousse, and then I'm just going to put that all over the wet hair. And this is all I used to style this hair every day was water and the mousse. This is the next day after I have completed this wig. I tied one of those like sheets that you can wrap around your hair onto the front of it and tied it in the back and just left it there. And this is how it looks when it's all dry. There is a line because of that sheet that I tied on there, but fluffing it out will get rid of that line. Now that I have the wig on my head, it is time to install this baby. It's time to glue it down. So first, before I glue it down, I have to clip the sides. I have to cut the sides so it fits perfectly behind my ear. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking my rat tail comb and making a precise line that I can clearly see so I can cut this area of hair right here that's covering up my ears so the wig will fit, the frontal will fit nicely behind my ears. Once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take a black eyeliner and I'm going to make some dots all around my hairline where I want the wig to lay. Basically, I watched a girl named Charlene, I believe Patrice, and she did this and I wanted to try it out. So you make black marks on the frontal where you want the wig to lay and also on your head. And this is where you're going to basically cut the lace. So you don't want the wig, the glue to go below this black line, these black dots that you're making on your hairline. So then I'm going to basically go over the black dots with my adhesive, which I'm using the Ghost Bond XL glue. And I'm taking a little foundation brush that I just used for glue and I'm going to smooth that out. As you can see, this side is completely dry. You want it to dry clear, especially if you're doing layers. So the other side is not dry yet. So on the side that is completely dry, I'm making some more dots for my second layer and I'm smoothing those out. Now I'm going to press the wig down onto the glue once I did my second layer on both sides, and I'm just taking my rat tail comb again and combing the hair back, pressing it down at the same time while I'm combing, just to adhere the wig down to my head. Now that I have the hair adhesed down and I have the hair clipped back so it won't get in the way while I'm cutting, I'm going to cut off the excess lace. I'm basically cutting those black dots off of my head. I'm cutting right where those black dots are, trying to get them completely off. I did have a little bit of the black dots still showing through, so I probably would have did less black dots if I do this again. But it did help because I didn't have a mess with the glue. I didn't put it in the wrong spot. Sometimes you don't know where to put the glue exactly, and this really helps with that. But this is the finished look when I am completely done with the wig and I have styled my baby hairs and fluffed it out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned a thing or two. If I can do it, you can do it too. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are interested in this Vogue hair, the frontal, the hair, I'll have everything linked down below in the description box. And until next time, guys, I cannot wait to hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.